D? No? Hey everybody, what's up? It's Heydeeno here. I'm back with another The Problem With video. This week I've been trying so hard to make a team with Alakazam, who is one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 1, but I just can't do it. And so I thought I may as well go ahead, and since you guys liked The Problem With Gengar so much, I thought I'd go ahead and make a Problem With Alakazam. Now, a little off topic before I start this discussion. People are freaking out over the Alakazam V-Box. That is one of the only things I found on YouTube when I looked up Alakazam. You people are freaks. Calm down. That's all. So first of all, I wanted to talk about Alakazam's speed in terms of the rest of the VGC 2021 lineup. 189. That's it's not even a bad speed. It's really not. But in a world where we have Spectriers and Regielekis and where we have Trick Rooms, the problem is that he's not going to outspeed the really important sweepers that you want to get rid of with his typing, since he has Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Expanding Force, Dazzling Gleam, moves like that. It actually is really helpful for him to try and go after those types of Pokemon that you need to stop, like the Ghost types, the Dark types, and then, Fighting types that can sweep. It's important, you would think, with this type to be able to do that, but when you go in practice and you see it, Tailwind comes up, like I said earlier, Trick Room comes up a lot. And so Alakazam is just kind of left in this weird limbo, a lot like what I was talking about with Gengar, where we've just kind of seen a sort of scaling, trending upwards for newer Pokemon to just have crazy speed with good special attack. And so Alakazam, who has 135 special attack, which is pretty awesome, he gets kind of left behind. He can do damage, but the problem is when is he going to do the damage? His speed, like I just mentioned, in this meta specifically, is just really awkward. At this point, you almost really just want someone who's really, really slow, or you want someone who's just insanely fast and boosted up with items that will help make them faster. Now, second point I want to talk about was the fact that Alakazam is made of literal glass. Now, there are a lot of special sweepers who, can't take a hit, but Alakazam, absolutely. I mean, look at this. I put 4 EVs with perfect IVs in defense, and still, 66? I mean, I went online trying to use this thing, and because of its speed tier, like I mentioned earlier, and the fact that it just can't take a hit, I never even got to use it in hardly any of my fights. I would save it for last, just to try and bring it in as like a closer, give it like an easy win. Even then, I mean, people just take it out. And the thing is that you can't switch into it. So essentially, you have to wait. If you don't lead with Alakazam, you have to start with the moves already cleared and ready to go and ready to be reset, so your opponent's going to be able to attack at the same time you are. It's not like you can switch in and then have an advantage next turn, because 9 times out of 10 you're not going to have an advantage when Alakazam comes in anymore. It's not the same type of speed that we were dealing with back in Gen 4 and that we were dealing with back in the early generations. So the fact that he's just that light is a big problem, especially considering we have a lot of special attackers now who are able to take hits. But something to do with this fact leads me into the last point, and that's I don't know what items to give Alakazam. You think because of how light he is, you would give him a Focus Sash, but there are so many other Pokemon who could use that Focus Sash like a good support. Someone like a Whimsicott who can set you up a Tailwind, or who can do a beat up on a Justified Pokemon setup. Something like that would be really useful to have, or it would be really useful to have a Focus Sash for something like that kind of support. You don't want to waste it on a Pokemon who's going to get off 1 attack, maybe 2 attacks. Depending on what they get hit by, or if they get doubled up, or just the speed, like I keep mentioning. it's possible that your Focus Sash is just thrown out the drain for one move. And Alakazam doesn't have any moves and any ability that makes any of those moves worth it. But then you wonder, should I run something like a Choice Specs to try and boost the special attack? But you're locked into a move, and one of the reasons why you want Alakazam is because he has some good coverage on his moves, and so you think that you'd want to keep his options open, so why would you want to go and put a Choice Specs on him? And in that same vein, why would you want to put a Choice Scarf on Alakazam if, with the speed boost, it'll be able to get off that first move, but like I keep mentioning, it's made of glass. Second turn, it'll probably already be dead. So it's a real waste of a Choice Scarf, and it's a real shame having to limit Alakazam to only being able to use one move. And so that brings me to what a lot of people would say, and what I always think is, okay, I'll just throw an Assault Vest on them. But if you look, the special defense gets boosted 1.5 times. The defense is still 66, yet you're just making it bulkier in special defense, which it already has some special defense in its stats. So it's just, you don't really know what to run with Alakazam because of all the things I've mentioned earlier. It just feels like every item could go on a better Pokemon. It feels like, this slot could be better used for someone who's going to actually be able to get off more than 1 or 2 attacks. I know that this meta right now especially is revolved around very fast-paced, early Dynamaxes in the fight, early sweeps, trying to go for things like Regigigas, the Regigigas neutralizing gas start with the Max Strike to lower speed and just go for quick kills. But that leaves Alakazam, needing something different. And of course, we can't use Megas in Gen 8, but even then, if we had Megas or if we had some kind of, G-Max Alakazam, there's a lot that would need to be done with that G-Max form at least to try and make it something more appealing to play with. Because right now, the problem with Alakazam is his speed is too awkward, he can't take any hits, and we have no idea what items we're supposed to run on this guy in this meta. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you agree or disagree with me, why don't you go ahead and tell me why in the comments below. I hope you guys like this video and will share it with some of your friends who do VGC. If you guys want to see some more of these the problem with videos, then please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. That way I know that you guys enjoyed it. But again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget you can watch me live at twitch.tv/Heydeeno, where we do competitive Pokemon, Minecraft, Showdown, all the fun stuff. So I hope I will see you guys around there.